AFCON, go and ask Mali. Mali can tell you that they are well prepared. They don't need to play a beautiful game, but they have to win the game. That's what it takes. Win the game, get the goals done, and you can see yourself into the next round or actually on your way back to your home. Good evening to you out there. According to my favorite DJ, he will tell you, good evening, good evening, good evening. Talking about DJ Mav King, I hail you, my senior brother. It's a wonderful 2026. 2026 is upon us. I am also 2025. 2026, Amorim is out from Manchester United. Enzo Maresca left with Chelsea. Chelsea are 1-1 with Manchester City. Probably Manchester United can get a different turn of events, but I can tell you that Manchester United, they are yet without a victory. They've come up against West Ham, they've come up against Wolves, they've come up against a couple of teams that you anticipate them to actually come out with a victory. But story where they come out from Manchester United now say no be because of all these particular poor results. Now based off on the fact that when the formation was brought up, the 3-5-3 formation, you can actually say the 3-5-2-1 formation that Ruben Amorim makes use of was brought up during a discussion with Jason Wilkes of Manchester United, the sporting director. He felt angry, and coming through to reports, there were not much details, but when it comes down to tempers were flared, and then the early hours of today, we saw the news that Ruben Amorim has actually been sacked from being, he has been axed. And then there was a particular statement, the statement that was released by Manchester United following that particular interview that went viral yesterday concerning Ruben Amorim after that match against, talking about the match that came through where Manchester United played out a 1-1 draw. A team that Manchester United, a couple of the fans were stating that is a win that has come into the bag, but Manchester United showed that they need to take a lot. It takes a lot to actually bring a bull down. So they came up against Leeds United. Leeds United led in that particular game before Manchester United were able to actually equalize. And then coming through to that post-match conference, Ruben Amorim stated that he is the manager. He's the manager for Manchester United. He's not just the coach. And then Manchester United, where they were giving out their farewell message today, they tell Ruben Amorim, thank you. Thank you for serving us as a coach. We are bidding farewell, and also we wish you to have a wonderful life. And then in the early hours of today as well, a couple of journalists, freelance journalists, they actually captured Ruben Amorim on a walk with someone that should be his spouse. He was on a walk, he was smiling, he actually greeted them. Yes, he will not show you what he's feeling inside, but I can tell you, a man that was sacked from his job, waiting they pay, waiting they give him money, coming through to the start of the year, is not something that is something that you can write home about. But at the moment, I can tell you that moving away from Ruben Amorim and getting back to the AFCON, Egypt have actually taken the lead in this particular encounter against Benin Republic. And Ghana Traore, former Nigerian Super Eagles manager, more like technical advisor, beg your pardon, he is in charge, and 76 minutes gone, and they actually were pegged back on the 69th minute. That goal came from Atia. Atia actually came out on top. Marwan Atia came out on top as he came through from midfield to actually find the back of the net. And it has been free flow football for Benin Republic, a one-sided game, as Egypt, they are showing that when it comes through to defending this particular formation, they are actually deploying a 3-5-2 formation. The same formation where actually Manchester United were asking questions. They ask questions, waiting they happen. Now waiting Egypt they deploy. So from sport kicks to sport kicks, and Egypt have been rising the highest and getting the ball out of the box. I'd like to welcome you once again. This is Echo Sports, the first edition of Echo Sports right here on Echo 100.7 FM. My name has not changed. It still remains Number the Sports Chef, the Fox in the Box, Number the Lighter. And we are live right now on Facebook. You can actually go onto Facebook, Echo 100.7, and actually get to see me live. And also, let's talk about football with the way things stand for Nigeria. Nigeria, they are preparing, putting in the final dot. They are crossing their eyes and dotting. They are crossing their eyes and dotting their T's, if you can put it that way. As Eric Shell, a couple of days back, he said that he is barring the media from actually coming into the training session, stating that it's a bit of a distraction. A couple of journalists, a couple of my colleagues, they cried wolf that this is not supposed to be, that he's being paid with taxpayers' money, so he should actually allow the people back at home to know what the players are doing, and also look at how they are preparing. But on the other note, some people on the other divide, they are stating that if the coach has stated that this is going to cause a problem, is going to distract the players, let him be. He's been put there for a reason. Is he, when it comes down to the mandatory 15 minutes press debrief, does he give it to you? Yes. So why don't you hold on to that and allow him do his job? That is the argument for some others in the media space, as well as fans, citing the fact that in a situation that things don't work out for Eric Shell, now these same people will actually come out, they talk, say this man no do well. Look at the way he's actually handling the team. He's giving free access to everybody. He's more of a man who is looking at his personality in the media and not actually digging deep to figure out a way to plug the holes at the back. Calvin Bassey was interviewed earlier today, where it comes down to the fact that Nigeria has actually been conceding a lot of goals. Nigeria has played 3 group games and they conceded in all of them. They came up against Tanzania and Nigeria conceded 1. They came up against Tunisia, Nigeria conceded 2 after leading by 3 goals in that particular match. They came up against in their final game where they fought so hard to actually come out. They put out a good display in that encounter, but they conceded once again. Calvin Bassey said that it's all part of the plan that Eric Shell has put together to ensure that they come out on top. They are coming up against a side that is yet to win a game in this particular AFCON tournament. They are coming up against a side that has managed to actually score 4 goals in 3 matches. They are coming up against a side that has won a game and they have tasted success. They are coming up against a side that one can term as the underdogs. Nigeria will be looking forward to flying high, but it would actually be Nigeria being put to shame when it comes to the fact that they came up against Mozambique and they cannot actually get through. We saw what Mali did a couple of days ago. We saw the fact that the home favorite, talking about Morocco, needed just they actually battled hard and got a goal victory in that encounter when they came up against Tanzania. And also we saw how Bafana yesterday, Bafana came up against the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon and they lost 2-1. Cameroon took a 2-goal lead before the Bafana of South Africa actually got onto the score sheet, but it was too little too late for Hugo Bruce side. So now coming through to what happened last, coming through to the fact that it's all and coming through to the encounters that have come down in the African Cup of Nations. Nigeria up against Mozambique later on this night. We got into action when we saw the likes of Senegal making their way into the quarterfinals. We saw the likes of Mali, 10-man Mali, battled against Tunisia and actually showed that Tunisia had a couple of blushes that is still remaining for them to clean up. After that particular game, Tunisian player, talking about Hannibal Medri, he said that Tunisia as a team, they are 10 years behind when it comes down to other footballing nations. Tunisia as a team, when he compared the team when it comes down to the likes of Morocco and where Morocco is, where Morocco stands now. Morocco, reports have it that Morocco, they are looking at bidding for the next Club World Cup and looking at also hosting the next edition of AFCON yet again. Why not? If you have the facilities to host major tournaments, why not actually take that avenue and also rake in the revenue that actually will come through when it comes through to the fact that you host the AFCON, you host the Club World Cup, as well as hosting the World Cup, 2030 World Cup. Morocco will be one of the 3 hosts as they are looking forward to putting themselves in the same belt when it comes down to the European teams, as well as European giants in hosting major tournaments. Definitely, Morocco, they are setting the bar high. They are setting the standards high for other African countries when it comes to hosting a major event such as the AFCON. Egypt still holding on to their one-goal leader. How long can they hold on? Gonna trust Benin Republic keep on piling on the pressure as it has been Benin Republic hitting back, firing with all cylinders. But Egypt on the defensive side, they are ensuring, they are trying their possible best to ensure that you see this particular match, you see making it into the next round. We will not let you pass. The way Benin Republic just knock Egypt, you go think say Egypt now them wear yellow, then Benin Republic can't wear red and white where Egypt wear. But at the end of the day, what Egypt is looking forward to is getting across the line. Goal is in the box, and now it's all about finishing off 90 minutes. Be it hook or crook, we'll do all our best when it comes down to diving, when it comes through to ensuring that the referee is on their side. That is what Egypt is trying to do in this particular game. And I can tell you that Benin Republic has finally actually responded. I can tell you that Benin Republic have finally responded, and we looks like the way things stand for Benin Republic, it's all about a fight to the finish for Benin Republic. So results coming through, it is Egypt 1, Benin Republic 1. So as the way the things they go, you can see AFCON getting into the knockout stage has not really been easy. The only team that has actually found it easy going into the knockout stage of the AFCON is Senegal. Senegal, a couple of days ago, they actually came out on top when it comes down to their round of 16 encounter against Sudan. One could actually say that it's more or less a little threshold for Senegal to get through. Senegal came out on top against Sudan. Yes, they conceded, but they sent Sudan packing. Senegal came out on top 3-1. 3-1. Senegal, the Teranga Lions, they are looking forward to actually claiming success yet again. Goes from a brace from Gueye, and also looking at Mbaye in the second half ensured that Senegal won in both halves. First half ended 2-1. Sudan scored as early as the 6th minute, but Senegal, they held on and they came out on top in the dire stages as we saw Senegal getting their way into the quarterfinals of the ongoing AFCON. So right now, for teams that have qualified for the quarterfinals, we have Senegal who are through. Mali found their way. They actually saw that particular game against Tunisia coming out with 10 men. They came out on top in that encounter. We also saw Morocco. Morocco have set their sights on the cup. They are getting a step closer as they beat Tanzania by a goal to nil. 1 goal to the good, and it's what next for Morocco. For South Africa, they left it too little too late against Cameroon. The Indomitable Lions of Cameroon came out on top against Bafana. When it comes to Bafana, it's actually the boys. So the boys could not hold their grounds when they came up against the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon. Remember, going through to the phase into the finals, Nigeria can actually make it and get a game against Cameroon. If Nigeria beats Mozambique, Nigeria will go on to face Morocco. If you just joined in, this is Echo Sports, your regular sports show that comes your way every weekday from 6:30 to 7:30 right here from the steps of Echo 100.7 FM. My name still remains the same. Number the sports chef, the Fox in the Box, number the lights, and I'm also wishing once again Happy New Year, a wonderful 2026. It's upon us. AFCON is upon us. Ruben Amorim is no longer with Manchester United. Enzo Maresca is no longer with Manchester United. And I can tell you that Darren Fletcher who has been in charge of the youth side of Manchester United, has taken over training for Manchester United, and it's looking likely to be that way going into the next round of matches for Manchester United. Reports have it that Manchester United will be looking forward to holding on to their interim manager, and the internal discussion is going to be either Darren Fletcher or call back Michael Carrick, who has actually handled Manchester United when it comes down to the interim management. As an interim manager, Darren Fletcher has not really experienced senior football. He has not really been a senior coach, but he has been working with the youth. And reports have it that his main tactics happens to be hold the ball, build the midfield, and also encourage the youth to step up. Manchester United have a couple of players when it comes through to players have graduated from the youthful setup that Ruben Amorim did not really make use of, as he feels that Manchester United academy graduates are not yet ready for senior team football. And then a couple of issues when it comes down to Kobbie Mainoo. Fans wanting Kobbie Mainoo to play based off on the fact that he showed a couple of things that he can do as he came through as an academy graduate under Erik ten Hag, and under Ruben Amorim he has not really gotten straight set of appearances for Manchester United. Fans, we are crying and clamoring. Give Kobbie Mainoo a chance. Probably with Ruben Amorim out and also looking at Darren Fletcher in. Kobbie Mainoo, who is out still injured, could actually have an opportunity to make it make it into the starting 11 for a couple of games, but he would actually face a lot of stiff midfield competition from the likes of Casemiro, Manuel Ugarte, and also looking at the fact that if Manchester United should switch to a back four, then there's a certain midfield situation there where there'll be Matheus Cunha, who can be deployed in midfield, who can also be deployed as a winger. But remember, there is a certain Bryan Mbeumo and also a certain Amad Diallo who are out at international duty with Cote d'Ivoire and Cameroon. Should they come back, it's going to be one step at a time, definitely. But Darren Fletcher would make use of the squad he has now, as he will be building for the next round of matches in the English Premier League. So still talking about the English Premier League, let's take a rundown of what happened over the weekend. On Saturday, Aston Villa beat Nottingham Forest. Ololuwa Aina returned to action. He returned to the starting 11 for Nottingham Forest, but unfortunately, he was on the losing side, returning for Nottingham Forest. He was substituted in that particular game as Nicolo Savona was brought in and he was taken out. But unfortunately, it didn't save. Even the goalkeeper was substituted in that particular game. It didn't save Nottingham Forest, and Nuno Espirito Santo will be looking at what's the next way forward for him. As reports have it that when it comes through to the fact that West Ham have not actually been performing pretty well, his job might be on the line. Chelsea Achola manager, Manchester United don't ask Amorim waka they go. Now, looking at the way things stand for West Ham, as it has not really been a straightforward setup for West Ham. One would actually state that West Ham are looking forward to getting a result. Should Nuno Espirito Santo stay, or should they look for other options when it comes through to getting over the line with West Ham? Now, Brighton defeated Burnley 2-0. Wolverhampton Wanderers got a win, a rare win for them, as they beat West Ham United 3-0. Tolu Kodare started that particular game. He put out a clean sheet, but unfortunately he couldn't actually get amongst the goal contributors. He didn't get a goal, he didn't get an assist. But a win is a win. Wolves came out on top against West Ham and they piled the pressure on Nuno Espirito Santo. Bournemouth, they actually gave Arsenal a scare, as Gabriel Magalhaes was he quickly went from villain to hero where his mistake gifted Bournemouth a goal in that particular encounter. Evan Nielsen was able to pounce on a poor pass back from Gabriel Magalhaes and he slot the ball past David Raya. Then Gabriel Magalhaes was able to actually put the ball into the back of the net against Bournemouth as he restored parity on the 16th minute for Arsenal. Goals from Declan Rice and Gabriel Magalhaes. That's all it took for Arsenal to actually come out on top. Declan Rice, he missed out the previous game for Arsenal, where Arsenal they were looking forward to actually getting better of Aston Villa, who were unbeaten. They were on a winning run, I believe 11 games winning streak, meeting Arsenal. Arsenal put them to the spare as they beat Aston Villa by 4-1. Came up against Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium and they got the job done. At some point they were leading 3-1, but Krupi, who scored against Manchester United, scored against Arsenal in this particular game as Arsenal got out they came away with 3 points. So yet another setback for Manchester City. Back-to-back draws for Manchester City as they have lost grounds when it comes through to keeping up with Arsenal. On Sunday, Leeds United beat, they played out a draw with Manchester United, I beg your pardon, 1-0. And looking at Everton lost to Brentford. Igor Thiago actually netting a hat-trick and coming away with he came away with man of the match performance in that particular game. Igor Thiago has actually been a revelation this season for Brentford. The Bees. Losing Ivan Toney was not part of the plan. Losing Thomas Frank definitely not part of the plan. But a revelation this season has been Igor Thiago, who has actually been scoring, and he actually is among the top scorers this season in the English Premier League. Newcastle beat Crystal Palace 2-0. Tottenham Hotspur and Sunderland played out a 1-1 draw. Fulham left it late against Liverpool. Liverpool thought they had 3 points in the bag, but I can tell you that Harrison Reed put out a sublime finish. He put out a sublime finish in that particular encounter against Liverpool to ensure that he restored parity and shared the spoils with Liverpool in that encounter right there at the Craven Cottage. Manchester City were held by a Chelsea side who saw their youth coach come out on top and handle the dugout. He handled the team against Manchester City, against Pep Guardiola, and he got a point. So quickly also coming through to results in the Spanish La Liga. Yesterday, Sevilla lost to Levante 3-0. Real Madrid, they got a wonderful start to the year as a youngster, talking about the man who fired up at the Club World Cup for Real Madrid, talking about that youngster Gonzalo Garcia. He got a hat-trick as well as our defender Raul Asensio getting onto the score sheet, and then Frank Garcia also got onto the score sheet as Real Madrid sent a warning to Barcelona. 5 goals to the good and conceding once against Real Betis. Deportivo Alaves and Real Oviedo played out a 1-0 draw. Girona beat Mallorca 2-1, and Atletico Madrid, they have started the year poorly. A lot of potential in that particular team, but it seems like when it matters the most, Atletico Madrid know how to flop. They played out a 1-0 draw with Real Sociedad. Lazio came up against Napoli. 3 red cards in that particular game as it had a frenetic finish. Double booking for Noslin saw him pick up a red card, and then a bit of a brawl saw a red card shown to Marosic and Mazzocchi. First half goals from Spinazzola and Rahimi ensured ensured that Napoli came away with all 3 points. And then at some point they were looking well on the way to be at the top of the table. But right now the Milan clubs are enjoying a very good season. Whatever Inter Milan they go, AC Milan no dey far away. It has been that way for about 5 to 6 years, you can't separate both of them. When Inter Milan is at the middle point of the standings, you would see AC Milan not far away. Right now, Inter Milan are at the top of the table with 39 points. AC Milan are rightly behind them with just a point behind on 38 points. Napoli on 37 points. That's the way things stand and how narrow things are at the top of the Italian Serie A. Juventus, AS Roma and Fabregas Como, who have been a revelation in the Italian league this season, they are not far off. Away from football and getting over to the world of tennis, I can tell you that Venus Williams, she continues to push herself to achieve more, despite the fact that it seems like the more she plays, the more it looks like tennis is leaving her. But she is looking forward to at least may she carry one more major trophy before she calls it quits when it comes through to her tennis career. At the age of 45, a tennis legend with her sister Serena Williams, she is currently ranked 148 in the WTA rankings. But she is looking forward to putting up experience ahead of her rankings. Now she has been granted a wild card entry into the Australian Open singles field, and she is setting her up for her first appearance at the tournament in 5 years. I can tell you that for a lady who actually has 7 Grand Slams to her name, she is looking forward to actually gracing the Australian Open once again, and also looking at how far she can push herself against the youngsters. So Williams has 5 career Australian Open titles already to her name. Probably, if things go her way, she can actually make it 6 career Australian Open titles. But all the 5 career Open titles has actually come in the doubles and mixed doubles, none when it comes down to the singles event. She reached the singles finals twice, but it was too late for her, as she couldn't actually scale through when it comes through to making it into the final hurdle. She lost to her sister, and on 2 occasions as she made it to the finals, she met her sister in the finals. That was back in 2003 and 2017, and she lost on both occasions. The last time she competed in the tournament in any form was at the singles event back in 2021, where she lost in the second round to qualifier. I'm talking about Sara Errani. Her win in the first round alone her win in the first round alone made her the first woman since Martina Navratilova to win a Grand Slam singles match after turning 40. She's looking forward to etching her name in the history books time and time again. Now going over to the male events, Carlos Alcaraz won the second US Open Championship of his career yesterday when he came up against Jannik Sinner. It has actually been these two for the past 2 years, Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz. So the game ended with Carlos Alcaraz coming away with a 6-2, 3-6, 6-1, 6-4 victory. The US Open is Alcaraz's second Grand Slam title when it comes down to the year 2025. He actually came out on top. He joined French Open. He actually joined that particular US Open victory, the Grand Slam title of 2025, to the French Open victory, and also looking forward to seeing how things come through for him. It's actually a long run, and looking at how things stand out for him this year, one will actually look forward to seeing how things can actually come through. When it comes to the momentum building between Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner, one can actually state that it's still a long way to go when it comes through to the world of tennis. So more of the tennis news will come your way right here on Echo Sports each and every day when it comes down to the tennis bulletin. Now moving over to the world of basketball, I can tell you that a lot has actually happened over the weekend. A couple of teams still missing out on their top players and also looking at teams trying the possible best to fight on with on the names that one would actually figure out to be the ones for the future. But for the meantime, questions like will the Golden State Warriors make a bold move when it comes down to a deadline day trade, or looking at yet another season to hold on to Steph Curry, and also looking at how far Draymond Green has actually grown. Yet another dirty play from Draymond Green actually saw him being ejected over 3-second non-call as he continues to have a shaky and turbulent season. And also over the weekend, we saw San Antonio Spurs star man, talking about Victor Wembanyama. Once again, Victor Wembanyama was ruled out for a second straight game after he actually hyperextended his left knee. A tall man, definitely he'll be looking forward to making use of. He always makes use of his height, but at some point, there's always the good, the bad, and the ugly for every situation. And also, there's always the plus sides and also the downsides for various situations you find yourself. The San Antonio Spurs star didn't travel with the team to Indianapolis for their Friday's 123-113 win over Indianapolis Pacers. It was reportedly expected to be they were looking forward to a questioning Saturday night's home meeting with the Portland Trail Blazers, but coming through to report, Wembanyama has been ruled out with a left knee soreness. After leaving Wednesday's win over New York Knicks, Wembanyama was confident the injury wouldn't sideline him for long, but 2 games now he has been out for the San Antonio Spurs, and one will be looking forward to seeing how long it's going to take for Victor Wembanyama to return back to the playing surface with San Antonio Spurs. Now, for an update for Draymond Green, yesterday's encounter, Draymond Green was unhappy with a non-call coming through to their game on Saturday. Actually, 30 seconds later, he was out of the game. The Golden State Warriors star was ejected from a game against the Utah Jazz in the second quarter when he took issues personal. He actually made it personal with the officials. He let his emotions get the better of him when the officials, according to him, they didn't call 3 seconds on Jazz big man Kyle Filipowski. He was so incensed, he walked out of the paint to berate umpire Simon Jelks, which gave Jazz star Lauri Markkanen a path for an easy dunk. He left the gameplay and went to make things personal with the umpire. Jelks hit Green with a technical foul after the play. He kept on going and going and going and going. And then soon after, the referee looked at him and actually gave him a technical foul. That gave up a technical foul and an automatic ejection from the game. It has always been his emotions getting the better of him, coming through to his stint with the Golden State Warriors. But one actually states that a man of such caliber, talking about a professional, a man who has been in the game, who has been in the business for a very long time now, Draymond Green should find a way to keep himself in check when it comes through to games such as this. Now moving over to results from matches that came through earlier on today and also late yesterday. New Orleans Pelicans lost to Miami Heat 125-106. Minnesota Timberwolves got the better of Washington Wizards at the Capital One Arena. 141-115 the game ended. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, they lost to the Indiana Suns. They lost in that particular game against the Suns, 108-105. A 3-point victory for the Suns. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they actually showed that they were better than the royalties. Talking about the Sacramento Kings, they beat Sacramento Kings 115-98 at the Golden One Center. And then moving over to the Crypto Arena, Memphis Grizzlies lost to the LA Lakers 120-114. 6-point victory for the Lakers. Definitely they can take that into the bag. The likes of Luka Doncic, the likes of LeBron James, and also LaRavia, they were the top playmakers in that encounter against the Memphis Grizzlies. If you're just joining, this is Echo Sports, your regular sports show that comes your way every weekday right here on Echo FM, Echo 100.7 FM. We the fresh news people, we the fresh sports people. We always bring to you and keep you up to date with each and every event that is happening as in the beat. So an update for the match right there at the AFCON, talking about the game that is going down between Benin Republic and Egypt. Egypt, no way through for Egypt after 90 minutes. Extra time is upon us as Benin Republic fought so hard for the equalizer. On the 83rd minute, Dosu was able to cancel out Atia's goal on the 69th minute. Parity was restored as when you get through to our Facebook platform, you will actually be seeing updates from the matches that are ongoing. That's ongoing at the moment. Benin Republic, they are looking like the better side as Egypt. They have a lot of questions to answer. Egypt, Owaka Kagaja about finals. Mohamed Salah, he is trying his possible best to actually redeem his name based off on a couple of bad situations that he found himself with Liverpool. Coming over to the AFCON, he has actually been on the thick of things for this Egyptian side, but he has not really clicked for him. And also for Manchester City's Omar Mamouche. It has not really clicked for both of them spearheading the attack, but they are trying their best to show fans that it's not all about name. It's not all about playing the English Premier League, but Egypt have what it takes to make it far. But so far, not so good for them as the Republic. They are looking like the better side. So a couple of changes have actually come through from the Egyptian side. First off, it was Mohamed Hamdi who was ejected from the game because of an injury. He left with a cast on his leg after a nasty collision in the first half. Then going into the second half, double change that saw Zizo, who actually scored a brace in a friendly game against Nigeria. He scored a brace. He actually recorded a brace with an assist in that particular friendly game against Nigeria, where they beat Nigeria 2-1. Brace of an assist, but he has not really given out that same vibe, and probably that test actually gave Nigeria the momentum to go into the group stage and come away with three straight victories for Nigeria, conceding in all the matches, and looking forward to coming up against Mozambique this particular night. So whatever Egypt can actually throw to Benin Republic believes that they can do the same against Egypt. Under the tutelage of former employee of the NFF, talking about a former technical advisor of Nigerian Super Eagles, Genetro, he actually showed what he can do with his team in the World Cup qualifiers, but on the final game where Nigeria actually meant business, Nigeria pushed aside Benin Republic, and this is the same Benin Republic that Egypt is struggling against. So at this point, I'll be opening the phone lines for you to actually join in and put in your contributions right here on Echo Sports. Join the conversation 0911 20022, 0911 20022, or 0707 454 1014, 0707 454 1014. Hello, good evening. Who's on the line? Hello? Please do well to call back. The phone lines are open 0911 20022, 0911 20022. Hello, good evening. Who's on the line?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my senior brother. What's the name and where you calling from?
My name is Chibuzo. I'm calling from Nazi.
Chibuzo, I greet you specially. How's Nazi this evening?
Nazi is fine.
All right.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Happy New Year, Chibuzo.
I wish you the best. And this is my second time of calling.
My brother. Welcome to the family once again.
Thank you.
This year will be a great year for us.
Yeah, Nigeria, I wish Nigeria good luck today. I want them to play the ball with one mind. Then I don't want them to look after what they promised them. If you score goals, they will give you this, they will give you that. Sometimes those things make players, they become, how will I put it? They will not give pass to the opponent that will score goal. So I pray that they should take that things out from their mind and focus to the AFCON and bring it back to Nigeria. Because right now we have not qualified. We did not qualify for World Cup. This is 2 straight times that Nigeria have not qualified. So I pray that this evening they will win the other country and we will keep going.
Mozambique.
Yeah, I pray that they win Mozambique.
Okay.
I want to ask, there is something I heard that Man U have sacked their coach. Is it true?
Yes, Ruben Amorim has been asked from Manchester United.
Okay, Man U, they always follow Chelsea. We Chelsea, we in Chelsea, this is in our blood. We always start coach often and on. Like, we don't even ask anything, we start coach. So, it's like Man U have been following our footsteps now. But our game yesterday, I was not surprised with the draw. It was like, the match, everybody was expecting matches to play out like 3-0, like 30 will not score. But yesterday, by surprise, we not believe what happened. We thank God for everything. I pray that Nigeria will win tonight.
Okay. All right,
thank you.
2 goals to nothing. That's rich coming from you, Chibozo.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Take care. Have a wonderful evening. Hello, good evening. Who's on the line? Hello? Please do well to call back. And there are a couple of managers that are actually out of work that could take over from Ruben Amorim or actually take over from Enzo Maresca as well. But before I get to give you a list of names that are managers that are not that are actually available for Manchester United to choose from. Hello, good evening. Who's on the line? I'll do well to call back. Manchester United are Jola coaching, Chelsea through coaching first. And I can also tell you that Celtic have announced that they have sacked their manager after 8 games. Hello, good evening. Who's on the line? Hello?
It's Kosi.
Kosi.
Yes.
Happy New Year. Good evening. Welcome to the show.
I'm the first time calling.
Okay, welcome to the show. Which club do you support, Kosi?
I'm supporting Nigeria to win Mozambique by 3 goals to 1.
Okay, but which club do you support?
I'm a Man U fan.
Okay. Kosi. Kosi. As a sack Ruben Amorim, are you happy?
I'm happy in the other hand so that Kobe Mino and the rest can come in.
Okay, because of Kobe Mino, that is why you are happy.
Yes.
All right, Kosi, thank you very much for calling in. I do enjoy the rest of your evening. So a couple of people have started coming out now to support Super Eagles of Nigeria. Where are those people that stated that Nigeria will not go far? But Aquano now, talk now or hold your peace. Hello, good evening. Who's on the line?
Good evening, this is K Baba. Happy New Year.
K Baba, welcome.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my small brother.
Match comment to this one on radio. I don't run those comments. And if you want to get time to go watch. I beg.
No problem. Just keep up on our Facebook platform. Definitely we'll be giving you updates on our Facebook platform. So as Manchester United have let go of Ruben Amorim, a couple of managers are available for them to pick from. Gareth Southgate, Enzo Maresca, if they want to go for Enzo Maresca. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is still available for them to call back. Joachim Löw, formerly of Germany. Talat Uzum of Turkey. Xavi Hernandez, Thiago Motta. Igor Tudor, Ange Postecoglou, Walter Mazzarri, Marco Rose, Zoss Low. Eric Ten Hag is still available for them to call back. Edin Terzic, Ivan Juric, Jean Dau Thomasin, Juan V. Penado. Albert Calades, Gary O'Neill, Victor Pereira, Victor Bruno, Sam Allardyce, Dunga, Bruno Lage. All these managers are available for them to pick from, even for Chelsea. Hello, good evening. I'll do all to call back. And then for Nancy had a 33-day reign as the manager of Celtic, and a couple of Celtic faithfuls, they are now calling for Celtic to bring back their former manager. The manager was in charge of Celtic before they brought in Nancy to take over at the helm of affairs. Hello, good evening. Who's on the line?
Hello, good evening, Sports.
Good evening, Patience. Wanyama.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Happy New Year, Patience.
Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, welcome to the shoot. Gwamoku,
Thank
what do
you
you
so
have
much.
for me?
Have a lot to.
Go ahead, make it brief so that others can actually contribute as well.
Okay. So let me start with the Super Eagles. Let me start at home. Okay, starting at home. Let me start with Kun Khalifa. Kun Khalifa, they have not been doing well since last year till this year. That lost at home, and I was expecting them to win that match. Right now, they are in a bad situation, in a bad position, and I'm wishing them blessed in their next game. I'm not wishing them luck. My mentor will always say, there's nothing like luck. She doesn't believe in luck. So I'm wishing them blessed in their next match. And then, coming to Super Eagles today is the knockout stage. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Cameroon. I love what they did yesterday. Congratulations to them.
Because it's South Africa.
They moved one of my rivals out. So the people now that I just pray that Super Eagles they win. They can win that match now. There's no cause for alarm. They are winning the match tonight.
There is no cause for alarm, but that is according to Patience.
Yes, there's no cause for alarm. Loud it.
I don't allow that.
Yesterday, I don't even know what happened. I thought we don't win the game. I don't even know. I did. Oh God, that is dead. The last minute. Of the last seconds, they allow Fulham to equalize. I don't understand.
Easy.
But no problem. I'm still happy with them. Congratulations to Liverpool. We're still in the top 4. So they still hope. Congratulations to Arsenal. I was praying for that draw for Chelsea and Man City. And the thing happened.
Okay.
I was not wishing any of them to win that match. So congratulations to them. And congratulations to Chelsea and Man U for sacking their coaches. That Man U is supposed to be done since. It's not even shocking. But that Chelsea own, though the man is trying, but he's always getting red card. And then you go and sit down and watching.
All right.
I guess that was one of their New Year goals. So maybe they'll get better coaches. But I feel like this thing they did, they took close. They are going to get down the table.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Patience.
Okay.
Do enjoy the rest of
Happy
your
New Year
evening.
to all the Liverpool fans and all the sports lovers from me to you guys.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you. Do enjoy the rest of your evening. I can tell you right now that Egypt have finally restored their lead once again, as they are currently leading by 2-1. Give the calls coming through 0911 20022 0911 20022 or 0707 454 1014 0707 454 1014. So over the weekend, Barcelona, they were actually praising their goalkeeper, Juan Garcia, who actually faced off his former side, Espanyol, and he actually kept them in the game. He was brilliant in that particular game as Barcelona left it late. Goals in the final minutes from Dani Olmo and Robert Lewandowski ensured that Barcelona came out on top against Espanyol. It was that man talking about former Espanyol goalkeeper Juan Garcia, who actually was brilliant on that particular day. He was brilliant in that particular encounter. This season, he has actually been in goal for 13 matches. He has considered just 9 times, and he has 7 clean sheets to his name, and he continues to work strong. A lot of Barcelona faithfuls have actually been crying and stating that he is the man that Barcelona have not actually tried for the past couple of years. And I'm asking them, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who has actually been there for a while now and has put out a good shift in between the sticks, where at some point he was going blow for blow with Manuel Neuer of Germany. What happened to him? Is it that his performances while he was in between the sticks was not good enough? But that is left for the opinions of the fans. But for the Barcelona fans, Gbanu Moku, as you are seeing things turn out for Barcelona, as they on the plus side, they were able to come across with 2 goals against Espanyol, but they left it late in that particular encounter. So, Super Eagles have actually landed in their match day venue. They have landed and they are looking forward to actually getting the ball started. They are looking forward to kicking around, and they are ensuring that there is no cause for alarm and there is no room for mistakes. Bruno Onyemichi has assured us that Eric Shell, he has talked about the defensive lapses, and they have addressed their defensive issues. As Super Eagles, they have been prolific in the final third in the group stage. They are the most prolific team from the group stage. Eric Shell was named the group stage manager of the tournament. They netted 8 goals, and they also conceded a couple of goals. They conceded about 4 goals, one in the first game against Tanzania, conceded twice against Tunisia, and considered once in their last game. Hello, good evening. Who's on the line?
Hello, sir.
Patience, welcome back. What do you have for me?
Please, I have South Africa left Morocco.
What is your
Please,
problem,
if they have
Patience?
not, send the message to them. Let them do that place quick.
No problem.
Okay.
I will send the message. I wonder what in South Africa do,
All right.
Patience. All right, thank you for calling in. Keep the calls coming through 0911 20022, 0911 20022, or 0707 454 1014. Hello, good evening. Who's on the line? Good evening, my senior brother. What's the name and where you calling from?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Elder. Happy New Year. Please, Elder, can you move away from where you are? The line is not really clear.
Okay.
It's still
Hello.
much better now. Much better.
Okay. Yeah. My brother, you see what is happening to you? Yeah, Manchester United. They have joined the bandwagon. Yes. If you look at this scenario, you will see that Amorim is because of his wounds. Because it's an arrogant coach. Very stubborn. That is because of his job. It's not because he is not a respect. This football is just something compromise, no matter what again. And the deputy became a dog. How did he think? He's been asked to change information. He was hesitant to do so. Oh, how did he do that? That's the reason for me. Because if you look at what is happening this season, compared with what happened last season, it is better this season. It is because of his arrogance. Somebody saying that he is copying some club. It is not true. Every club is not doing what he or she likes. So you cannot copy anybody. Because you are not using another person's coach or another person's player. You are using your own club as a man. So anybody can do what he likes. I'm talking about my brother, you see what is happening?
I can see.
Between Egypt and the
Benin Republic.
Let Nigeria not take
Mozambique.
as a pushover. Cannot push over anyone. It's not going to be. So we have to take it serious. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elder. Do enjoy the rest of your evening. Keep the calls coming through 0911 20022 0911 20022 0707 454 Who are you looking at to become the next manager for Manchester United as well as Chelsea? And also looking at the Super Eagles, they have arrived and they are vocal and loud as they are looking forward to their game this particular evening against Mozambique. Hello, good evening. Who's on the line? I do want to call back. The phone lines are open. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Patience. Patience, please move around a bit. I can't really hear what you're saying. Yeah, go ahead.
Manchester United Coach, sorry.
Xavi Hernandez.
Mares come from Chelsea.
Hello? Hello, good evening. Who's on the line?
Hello.
Good evening.
Fox in the box.
Daddy-bo.
No, first, I'm not happy with you. How much did the patients bribe you with? How much? Just tell me. Sure, don't worry, I'll come and see your management. See, I'm not happy with you people. So, none of you. Fox in the box, now don't do me bad, Even my own mom said the HOP, even called. She did not call me. No Christmas call, no Christmas chicken, no Christmas food, nothing whatsoever. My sweetheart says, best beauty, even princess, no one called me.
No reason.
Nothing happened. Even you yourself, even Radio Marshall.
You must see you've been my person now. You've been my person.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy. You must send an apology. All of you.
We are sorry.
No, you don't tell your own. No, others must send up theirs. Fox in the box. Who is going to kick for Nigeria today?
Well,
because I learned that this guy lost his mother. I don't know. Is it true?
Well, reports came through when it comes down to, yes, both parents of Stanley Nwabali report, but it's still developing. I'll get more about that. Then for the lineup, Nwabali is between the sticks for Nigeria.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I wish, let the better side win, Sha.
Okay.
And let the better side win. Honestly, I'm not siding anybody. Amory. Oh God, you don't do the thing where you want to do for money now. So sacking him now, the thing is coming at the wrong time. Honestly, therefore allow the man to complete his this thing now. He's almost through with the contract. Why did they sack him now?
Oh, so you are looking at Amorim to remain as the Manchester United manager.
To complete his contract now. After all, I know that he can't take Man U to Premiership. I know that for sure.
Okay.
If I could allow him. Okay. My brother, God bless you. I wish you Happy New Year.
All right, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. So there was reports over the weekend that Stanley Nwabali lost his mother. But looking at the way things stand, he's in between the sticks, and one would actually look forward to him standing in between, showing up for the country and being with the country at this very moment. So when it comes through to the starting 11 for Nigerian Super Eagles, Chimilogo Ajayi and Calvin Bassey, they are the preferred partnership. Bright Osai Samuel at right back, Bruno Yimichi at left back, Alex Iwobi, Wilfred Ndidi, Frank the Tank Onyeka in midfield, a three-man midfield with Ademola Lookman standing as the connecting dots between midfield, defense, and attack. Victor Osimhen and Akwa Adams are the preferred starting 11 that actually look for that executed the couple of games now for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Looking at how things stand for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, it's how many goals are we expecting from the Super Eagles of Nigeria against Mozambique. On that note, I'll be drawing the curtains close for this evening's edition of the Sporting Bulletin right here on Echo Sports on Echo 100.7 FM. My name is Remains Noble, the sports chef, the Fox in the Box, Noble the Lighter. This is the first edition of Echo Sports right here on Echo 100.7 FM for this year 2026. Currently, it is Egypt 2, Benin Republic 1. Benin Republic still piling on the pressure. Don't go anywhere. DJ Maf King is around to ensure that you are entertained going through the rest of the night. Buenas noches.
Echo FM.
Echo FM 100.7, the fresh news people.
Sweet music only on your favorite radio dial. Echo FM 100.7. You love music? You love Echo FM 100.7. Sweet music only on your favorite radio dial. Echo FM 100.7. You love music? You love Echo FM 100.